Guys, I just wanted to let you know before we get into this video, I now have a donations button set up on Twitch. If you head over there, twitch.tv/Joshua_Gibson8, you'll find two donate buttons, one through PayPal and one through Streamlabs. So even for PayPal, you don't need a PayPal account because I have a business PayPal set up. But if you feel more comfortable going through Streamlabs, of course, you can do that too. I'm currently not monetized on YouTube or anything, Twitch, affiliate, none of that. So I don't make anything off any videos that I upload. So I'd really appreciate it if you could drop any donations. Any small amount of money is appreciated. And the link to the PayPal will be in the description of this video. So thanks for listening to this part. Let's get into the video. Right guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to another episode of the AG Cousins Football Manager save. So we're at the start of season 4 now. I wanted to kind of record a video for the start of the season for once because I feel like I do, the end of the season. And yeah, I play a lot off camera and I play a lot on stream, obviously. So I guess we'll just kick off with where we are in the league. That's what everyone wants to see. 6 games in and we're doing very well. 9 points. Now Bolton have 2 games in hand above us and they're on 9, so they're going to jump up probably. But we've had a great start. 2 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. 9 goals scored, 7 against. We're conceding more, which is, natural in this league, but we're still managing to score goals. So, pre-season went well, didn't lose a game, beat Barnsley 2-1, and Barnsley are in League 1, so that was a great one. Hampton and Richmond, tanked them, they're in Vanarama South, tanked them 5-1 there, so that was nice. And we played Crewe, drew 1-1, and they're also in Sky Bet League 1. And then Wimbledon, who are League 2, we only managed to draw 1-1 with. So, Rotherham was our first competitive game of the season. It was in the Carabao Cup first round. Rotherham, of course, League 1, knocked us out of, I think it was the FA Cup last season, I think it might have been, 3-1 at their ground. We had them at home this time. We've managed to get a 1-1 draw, but on penalties, Jonas Nightfield and Jamie Sterry unfortunately missing. They just missed the one, and Kyle Vassell stepped up to win it for them. League 2. Now, Torquay away, I actually thought was a decent chance to get a win straight off the bat. I didn't rate them too highly. 0-0 draw, which was okay though. Port Vale, we then played, and it was another 0-0 draw. So it's something that we are doing a lot. Whenever we get into a higher division, we tend to draw our first at least 2 games. But I don't mind that because we're getting points on the board, and that's important. If we're losing, then we're already straight in a relegation scrap. Charlton then, what a game this was. It looked like we were going to be handed our first loss. Kyle Edwards, I'll talk about him in a minute, new signing, equalises in the 72nd minute. 3 minutes later, Anthony Knockaert puts Charlton 2-1 up. And then in injury time, Kyle Edwards rescues it for us. And that was unbelievable because I thought that should have been our first loss and we've avoided it. So that was just a great result. Then we had Crawley at home. And it was one of those games I wasn't sure what to expect. Danny Pedrosa scores and we get a 1-0 win. Jamie Thomas unfortunately got injured, but things were okay. Northampton then at home, the loss came. Danny Pedrosa and Luke Amos both scored, but we were never really in it. They went 2-0 up, then Pedrosa got one back, and then 4 minutes later they went 3-1 up. Luke Amos then got one back, and then Kansa own goal think kind of wrapped it up for Northampton, and I think we just accepted throughout that game. It always looked like we weren't gonna ever be able to pull it back. Every time we got kind of close, it was like one step forward and two steps back. We'd get within a goal of them and then we'd go and concede again. So it just seemed inevitable that we were going to lose, and we could kind of see that when we were in that game. Wimbledon, though, were in the top four, I think, when we played them. I think Crawley were too. Wimbledon now below us by a point. They have a game in hand, though. But they were in the top four, and at this point, going into it, I'm thinking this is going to be a tough game. The boys stepped up. We went 1-0 up with Diarra. You can see there, Wimbledon came back, got an equaliser in the 18th minute. Get a penalty. Jamie Sterry steps up for I don't know what reason. I don't think Thomas was on the pitch. That's probably why. Kyle Edwards makes it 3-1, and I'm thinking this is great. And then Curtis Main, another player we've brought in, 4-1, and that was brilliant. That was our second win, which was big because there were teams like Bolton at the time who, we were down in like 14th or so, and we hadn't lost yet before this, and then we lost one, and there were teams above us who, such as Oldham there, you can see, they had lost 2 games. There were some of the teams down here that had lost 3 games, Grimsby and Rochdale. They were above us. They had lost 2 and 3 games. We'd only lost 1. But the difference was we couldn't get that second win, whereas, they were able to get it. And once we did get that, we just parachuted up the table. So let's look at the team. Who has come in and who, well, a lot of players have gone out. Grant, I've promoted back up here. I'm still trying to get him out. I'm still offering him to clubs, but I can't find a buyer. Sebastian Duadat, we brought him in because we needed a backup right back for Sterry. I couldn't find one. Now he's a fantastic player. We're never going to be able to buy him. He's 4 million, but he's going to be a good backup. You can see Thomas there. He's just recovering from his injury, bruised head. Now, first off, Elliot from last season, still keeping it up. 900k's worth now. Fantastic player. We've managed to keep him at the club. He's contracted to 2027, so if he keeps this up, unbelievable. And even the likes of Pedrosa, he's going to need a new contract soon. Diarra's already signed to 2027. And Thomas to 2023. He's going to need a new contract. Gokdemir to 2025. Another big player. But signings. Ollie Younger. What a centre-back signing he was. He came out of the free agents, and he is just... he is professional level, You have to remember, we're a semi-pro team coming into a professional league. Ollie Younger is at the level to play at this, to play in the League 2. So he was a great signing. Loving him so far. And, again, contract runs out in 2023. I will want to keep him even more. Jamie Sterry's still the right back. He's kind of untouchable at the minute, not because of how good he is, but because he has no competition. So that's something that I'm trying to sort out. But we're stuck in a motion of there's no good free agents, and then anyone worth signing we can't afford. So that's the thing. The midfield's got a revamp. Luke Amos on a free. He was released by Spurs. It is the Tottenham Luke Amos. And I saw him. I recognised the name. And I thought we have to get him in. That's exactly what we done. And he is absolutely fantastic. Doing a brilliant job. So I'm really happy with him. Another name I recognised when I was looking through the free agents. Kyle Edwards from West Brom. Absolutely fantastic player. Another great one. We've got him on 950 quid a week. So we've got him under the 1k mark. He's fantastic. I love him. And you would have seen in some of the scores there, he's scoring a few goals. He's making the difference in the club. Now this guy, Derry Muirkin, he's also come in for 1k a week. Now, he's not impressing me a whole lot. He's worth 500k, so you'd think he's going to be a good player. If he doesn't start impressing me, he is going to be going and I'm going to cash in. It was a free signing, so that one was good. It was decent enough. And this guy, Curtis Main, he is basically the new Neidfeld. So you will see Neidfeld was sold. Obviously he scored in pre-season. You would have seen his name. We've sold him. He dropped well below the standard. He wasn't good enough. And I tried to bring in a similar kind of player. And what I mean by that is he's not going to start, but he's got 13 shooting. He's got 15 strength. He should be able to come in and just score goals. Now, that was a tactic that worked well in the semi-pro leagues, the Vanarama leagues. Might not work as well in League 2. We might need actual quality and technical ability. So he's another one who I'm going to give to January. If he's not doing the job, we sell him. And obviously if we can't get him sold, his contract expires next summer, so no dramas there. We can just let him go, get that 1k back. So we did actually buy one player with money, believe it or not. I believe it was Will Dennis. We brought him in this summer. He looked like a good goalkeeper. Now, we have a lot of goalkeepers, or we did have a lot. So you see the squad depth. We have got rid of Turner. Campos, however, keeps his place at 31 years old as the best keeper at the club. He is worth the most. We do have 3 though. We've brought in Connor Hazard just in case. The Northern Irish international. So he looks good. He could step in and do a job if needs be. Now, Neidfeld actually isn't sold. I thought I had sold him. I haven't got rid of him yet. He's down in the reserves, but you can see here, definitely not at the level anymore. He's another one I can't get sold, but again, contract expires next summer, so that's all good. Now, this was poor from me. Jay Bird, a player, I don't know what I saw in him. I think I saw 11 shooting, 12 strength and thought, here, why not? I've been trying to sell him. I've been trying to do this, loan him with a buyout fee. We can't get offers. Now, Morgan Williams, he is currently injured. He is another fantastic centre-back. He is brilliant. Big fan of him. 300 quid a week. Not bad. Again though, contract expires next summer. So we are going to have a few problems next summer. And this man, I think one of the best left backs we've ever had. Even Barba, Chickenson, all those guys, Lewis Gordon beats them. This Scottish guy is a beast. He's injured at the minute, unfortunately, but he is absolutely phenomenal. He is great, and I feel like we've got a solid team going on at the minute. Now, the finances are not where we want them to be. We can only offer £600 a week to players at the minute, which I don't think is going to get anyone of good enough level for us now. So that is likely going to be us until January. What I do have is there's a couple of players here, the likes of Pearson, Scales, Fitzpatrick. Maybe we can convince him to come, but these guys, Dodds, Scales and Pearson, they're not first team players, but Also, someone like Jody Jones would like to bring in, but I would want to put those guys down to the reserves, because reserves is something I've been torn with. Because we do not have the facilities to be growing players, right? But you can see some of these lads, Callum Jones, TJ Bramble, maybe slightly less, but they have potential. So I would love to be able to actually grow them, but it's going to be very tough, and we need to look into it, and I want to start building the reserves team. Not only that, they have been getting tanked in the league every year. Like, we finished bottom. We've had a good start this season, but they are poor, and you gotta look after the reserves too. So, not a lot going on, but we have got Carlisle in the league, and then we have our first Leasing.com trophy game against Barnsley, so I might show that in this episode too. We got drawn the group with Barnsley, Man United reserves, and Salford. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. So, this is how the team looks right now, just because we are struggling with injuries. Gordon would normally be in there, if you see here. Well, yeah, no, he would be. It's just because he's down at the reserves. But that is our best team right now. Apparently, though, that might just be Jamie Thomas has went down, That worries me, because Jamie Thomas is a club legend. So hopefully he can get back on top. We know he was injured. Even guys, Alex Hurst, has dropped down, and I hate to see it, because guys like Hurst, they're club legends, and he's young too. He's 22. He's already a club legend. Tactics, lads, it does not change. We still play that counter-attack, almost scummy football, but it works, and it helps us to overachieve every year. So, going into this Carlisle game, can we get anything out of it? I'm not even sure where Carlisle are in the league. I didn't even have a look there. They're attacking us, and they get a very quick goal. 1-0 up for Carlisle. It's definitely a difficult league. We're just doing what we always do and finding points from somewhere to be able to, stay in the top half of the league. And Luke Amos with second goal of the season, the ex-Tottenham player. That was a signing I was proud of, although this is a problem. Something about our counter-attack, I've noticed this for a long time. We don't necessarily sit back and defend with it, and that was a good chance there. We should have scored. We do seem quite open for a team that's supposed to be counter-attacking, and I don't know if I should have a look at the defence going into these games now. 2-1 Carlisle. We have conceded quite a lot of goals this season already, so I think that's 9 now in the league. So maybe I should look at playing a deeper line or something. Now, yeah, a lot of guys are struggling out there. Obviously, we can't just rip out the whole defence, but we're gonna have to go for this a bit. So, might actually be better playing a bit of this. A 3-2. 3-2. That is a formation and a half. And then we'll go a bit more attacking, and Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll press them for now, but I'm thinking in future, should I play that defensive line deep at the start of games? That's maybe something I'll try. Maybe not against Barnsley in the Leasing.com trophy, but in future league games. And Danny Pedrosa gets the goal, 2-2. Now, do we go back to counter-attack? Well, not now, but maybe should have in between there. I find that we score and then concede straight after very quickly. That's not something we want to see. I'm going to give it to an hour here, and then I'm going to start looking at who's losing fitness. So Pedrosa's kind of tired. Younger's had an awful day, so I'm going to have to ask Gokdemir to play in there. And I'm going to bring on Jamie Thomas to have a chance to try and score some goals, because if he ends up having to be sold because he's not good enough, that'll be such a hard transfer to make. Carlisle could wrap it up against us here. That's going to be a corner. I think for the last few minutes we're just going to have to go all out. And try to steal a draw here. Maybe we're going to get it actually. We've got a free kick. And it's in. It's actually an own goal. Thought Elliot had it. But right now, straight away before anything happens, that's where we need to... We need to sit back straight away now. Don't give them a chance to come straight at us and score again. That's the kind of things we do. If we can keep them out here. Come on, lads, just for a few minutes. It's a free kick. Take your time. There we go. We get the draw. This is the way we are playing at the minute, lads. So what does that do for us in the league? We dropped to 12th, but you know what? I don't think we're pushing for playoffs yet. But Carlisle are 8th. So that's still a solid result. So Farsley want Josh Grant. We are trying to get rid of him. So you know what? Yes. I'll happily take that. Jay Bird too. That is brilliant. Now hopefully they both go. Jay Bird is going to go. So that was a poor signing on my behalf. Josh Grant is going to go to Farsley. Now we were scouting this right back. Not going to be getting him. But yeah, I think I'm going to go now, lads, and I'm going to bring in these 3 players for the Youth Academy. So lads, we've made it to the Leasing.com trophy game. There's been a change of plan. I haven't went and signed those youth players yet, because I'm trying to get in this man, Jason McCarthy. We really need a right back. A good backup. Now, unfortunately, as always, we've been hit with the international problem. Barnsley in League 1, so this might be a good time to try and play this deeper line. So that's going to be Clay and Zalazar on the bench. I will admit, our team's not as stacked, but, you know, sometimes you want a small squad. Now, these ones are nowhere near coming back, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, guys like Kyle Edwards can do the job for us. They have a few injuries and international players themselves. But hopefully, the deep defensive line helps us out, because we need to stop conceding so much. That's definitely been a problem we've had this season. they are getting at us, but we are doing well so far. I mean, it's a tough group, and I think in this trophy, it's only the team who are top of the group who actually go through. So, Barnsley probably favourites to just run through everyone. Although Alex Hurst finds the back of the net, his first goal of the season. He's another one. Him and Thomas, I want to keep up good form so that they can play in these higher leagues. Thomas, Hurst, Pedrosa, Diarra, that is, our club man. Nicky Clay probably will have retired by that point. Edwards is clean through, and Kyle Edwards stays composed, makes it 2-0, and this is quality, and I think this defensive line's really helping us. Amos is looking kind of tired, so we're going to bring on Marsh. We're going to slow things down a bit in the second half. Not quite going to go defensive or park the bus or anything yet, but we are going to slow it down because we've got a good thing going here, and it's 3-0, George Marsh. We're really going well now, and we should have the lead or the win wrapped up here. Should go top of the group too. And while we're here, we're gonna look at some subs. So Pedrosa looking tired. Let's get Thomas on. That's a mix between Elliott and Edwards. So bring on Murkin, see what he can do. Good chances there. Barnsley unfortunately getting one back, but I think we're good, and we're actually gonna get a fourth. Curtis Main with his second of the season. Now Edwards down the line. That's it. All over. We get the win. That is a brilliant win, and we should top of the group. Unbelievable. Salford beating Man United reserves. So we have Bolton coming up in the league next. Jason McCarthy is going to sign. Brilliant. I think he is a great right back to have. And to be honest, I could probably now... he's only 3-star. I think I wanna end this guy's loan. So how do we look now? We can offer 600 a week. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna try and get some of these lads. Maybe cheaper. So Callum Pearson, guys like Kane Scales. Guys like Fitzpatrick aren't going to work out yet. Or Dodds, they're kind of like... Well, Dodds, nah. 500. Seems a bit pricey for him, So we're going to forget about Dodds. Jody Jones is not going to take that. These guys aren't going to take 500 a week. Callum Pearson is definitely going to be coming in, and Kane Scales. So, they're solid. Pearson and Scales both coming in. Two good young players, which is what we like to see, and we'll do the classic. Young players get ridiculous high squad numbers. So we're going to finish off today with the game against Bolton. because they were nearest in the league. They may have gone up a bit, but I want to try this deep defensive line in a league game. So if they're up to 6, have they played their games in hand, or... Yeah, they have. They're only 2 points ahead of us though, so could be a big win. Now I want to check too, Williams and Gordon. He's out for 3 months, and Gordon, he's only gone for another 3 weeks. So it's gonna be Pedrosa and Main up top. Unfortunately, this makes me so sad. Jamie Thomas doesn't get the starts anymore, and it is still Sterry over McCarthy. Although McCarthy gonna head onto the bench over Clay. We've got our deep defensive line. Let's see what we can do, lads. Gokdamir and Diarra both gone, still with international duty. Now Bolton had a good youth team themselves because of obviously all the liquidation stuff that happened with them. That's a good ball through. We've been stopped there. It's a free kick. Elliott hits straight at the keeper. I'm going to actually have to have another look at who hits our free kicks and penalties, because I think Thomas was on them before and he doesn't get played in our main team now. Now Bolton are coming at us, looking dangerous, and Connor Hall scores for them. And Bolton could take a lead into half time, but we're going to get one back. Danny Pedrosa, the beast that is. He is so good. He whips it in again, and it's Curtis Main this time, stepping up. I love to see that, because I'm being told that he has to take over Thomas, so yeah. So Edwards looking a wee bit tired, but we'll get another wee couple of minutes out of him, and then we'll look at changes. And if we're still in a good position, we're gonna have to shut up shop. Now Edwards whipping it in, and the boys have got another. It's Elliott this time. That's his first of the season. Brilliant play. Elliott, fantastic winger. We're gonna have to look at some subs here as Bolton get another one back. Connor Hall is 10th of the season. Seems to be very good. Kyle Edwards now definitely going to have to come off. So Murkin's going to come on. You're looking at Hurst. So Marsh is going to go in there. And Main a bit tired. And go defensive. Actually, will contain completely. Because I want to keep this lead. Here comes Murkin, and he whips it in. It's an own goal from Senior. And that is brilliant. And that might have won us the game. Thomas plays it back and Amos. 5-2. What a win this is going to turn out to be. Our attack is amazing. Bolton could get one more back though. They're not going to. And there it is. Full time. What a win. So, Pedrosa is now our top goal scorer. Edwards, top assists, which is brilliant. And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for today's episode, boys. I'm going to be streaming the rest of the season, or most of the rest of the season, Probably tomorrow I want to try. So twitch.tv/Joshua_Gibson 8. Hope to see you over there. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.